Hello, welcome to Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 413.
There you go.
This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
And this is Sam. And this is a talk episode where the tutors talk. You got there eventually.
We did it.
I'm proud of you.
How you doing?
I'm exhausted.
Oh my God, dude. Cool info for you guys. We had a hailstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And
over a month ago now.
And two of our trucks got total losses.
Mm-hmm.
So the lady said she sent us stuff. We don't have it. But we'll see if it's worth buying back or what. So pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Because we wanted new trucks.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, I don't know. I think it's one of those things where we could still try to sell them maybe.
Yeah.
And if they don't sell them, we just keep them, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. We technically, no, that's not true. We've already gotten those. We got another roof job.
Yeah.
Through insurance. Fully covered.
Never ending.
We've got a lot of work.
Too much.
So, yeah, we got a lot of work.
Yeah. For not advertising, we got a lot of work.
We've got a lot of work.
Yep.
So I think what would be really good with all this work is like make sure we're getting reviews from customers,
mm-hmm.
and then make sure we're posting about it
mm-hmm.
and shit like that, because pretty much everything's referrals.
Yeah.
And so it's like, if we can keep this going, if we could keep like this kind of volume going just through referrals, holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been just trying to clean up my area because it just gets so messy so fast.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. I was, the same thing. Like, I want to go work and help the guys, but I know that if I can just stay on the track for 6 months, if I can just stay on the track until the end of the year and only pop in on like big days that they need help, so like stay on track, dude, it could all be cleared up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything could be set in place. Everyone would know what's going on. Everything would be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be so much easier for me to pop in and work a couple days if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
'Cause there's just so much stuff that needs to get done to have like a good operating, clean, productive company.
Yep.
And right now that's not getting done because we don't focus on making that a priority.
Yeah. That was like my main responsibility, and it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's tough to do when...
Now, it's been a lot more tougher now because now I have baby and I've cut my hours in half.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also tough when like people aren't implementing.
Yeah. I made a lot of like documents and stuff for us to use, and then nobody uses them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not the enforcer. I'm just the one that makes them. And then I always say, here, let's use this. And then it's up to Shaun and Kyle to enforce them.
And then we don't do them. And then all that time and money was wasted. And so that's part of the... And you want to know what's funny? Our fucking main dude, stud number 1, comes in and says, hey guys, you should be doing this, this, and this. And Sam's like, yep, I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's made. The guys don't use it.
Yep.
And I'm just like, ooh.
Yep.
When you got dude coming in with 30 plus years experience, and he's like, this is what you should be doing, bop, 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 bop. And we already have like the systems made, and we're like, yeah, we just been too lazy to implement.
Yep.
You're like, whoops.
Yep.
We kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to know that like we are on the right track.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just we need to B, we need to spend the extra time implementing properly.
Yeah.
And like he even said, hey, we've been discussing this. We discussed this
A year ago, over a year ago.
Over a year ago, almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, we discussed this. He's like, why did we quit doing it? Had you stayed on implementing it, he's like, how much more money would we have made?
Yeah.
But the thing that's difficult is you look at it like this, and this is the trap of the hourly mindset. You're like, I need to be working to make hours. I need to be working to make hours. No, if you can get out of the hourly mindset, and this is why I love commission, performance, or salary pay, is like, no, quit thinking about like being on job, making your hours. Sit back and look and think, okay, how can we make everyone else's hours more productive?
Yeah.
How can we add 1, 2, 3, 4 more people and make their hours more productive? So instead of my 1 hour, I can now get everyone else 10 more minutes productive in their hour, and we can add 2, 3, 4 more people onto that hour.
Mm-hmm.
So now instead of say that your hours 50% cost, 50% profit, which ours is a little less than that, but whatever. Let's just say 50-50. Well, now you just increased your profitability by 4.5x, 5x.
Yeah.
Dude, that's huge.
Yep.
So we calculated yesterday the difference of like one guy working versus if that one guy could keep 12 guys busy.
Yeah.
So like, what's your difference? And it was 5x, 6x. It was 6x the amount.
Yeah.
In your profit a day. So if one guy can be in charge of 12 guys, so 3 teams essentially is what it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Your profit margin goes up 6x.
It was something like that, yeah.
Wouldn't it be 12x?
Well, no, you still have to account for his hourly or his wage.
Accounting for his cost. Yep, you're right. And then
I think it was like 8 or something.
8x. It doesn't matter. It was like drastic.
Yeah.
What one? It's the whole difference of running a business to being self-employed.
Yeah.
Your multiples is like
Yep.
up here. So I would have to relook at it. But when we calculated it out, it was like, jeebus, that's a big old difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's interesting to see what that can do when you start leveraging properly.
Yeah. Yeah, and we need to just clean up our office stuff because Brooke and I do a lot of random shit. Brooke more than me, but
Brooke does a lot of random shit.
yeah, if we can make like a schedule of it or a flow of it, she could just be so much more productive, and we could be using her time better.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just like it's a lot harder to clean up a system and process when you're in it. You know what I mean?
Then if you come in and it's already in place and you start doing it. Is that what you mean?
No, like if you come and see how Brooke and I do things,
Yeah.
you're going to have a better way of like seeing the overall process and being like, this is where your guys' hiccup is and where we need to clean it up.
100%.
Yeah.
You would bring that shit to me all the time when at your old job. Shaun, ba 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 ba, and I'd be like, oh, too easy. Ba 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 ba.
So yeah, so it's going to be really nice to get like Shaun to come in and see like what Brooke and I do so we can clean up that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, something that I just is so amazing, cannot stress enough. Like
Getting a GM that's not in your company. Sorry, that was just...
sure. I don't know. It doesn't... maybe.
That's just previous gripe that I still have.
That you shouldn't do that?
No, you should do that.
Oh, I mean, it can help. It can help. Unless if you have someone working up and they have experience managing,
Yeah.
that's fine. If they're good, it's fine. But ask questions, because like we'll have the guys are like, hey, we're short on material. Okay, how short? About this short. Okay, when do you need it? Oh, well, we only need this to finish up the day. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something we got to train the guys. If they can come with and be like, hey, we're short 22 by 4s. We need 4 to finish out the day, because then we can start doing the next step if we have 4.
Yeah, but it's also a good question to ask, okay, how are we short?
I didn't get there yet. That's really important to ask. And that's, Brooke asked me, she's like, hey, how are we short on this? This is the numbers I was given. This is what I ordered. This is what we got. And I'm like, yeah, we shouldn't have been then.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have been short. So I was like, she's like, is it my fault? I'm like, no.
So then
I'm not sure. It was a measuring issue.
Yeah. Or that's something like Kyle should go out there and see what they did, because maybe they did it in a weird way where they had lots of like cutoff pieces or something.
Right, lots of excess.
Yeah.
That's possible. That is possible. Yeah, I messed up 2 floors in a row measuring one time. The guys yelled at me.
Nice.
We didn't have enough, and I was just like, I don't know what I did wrong.
Interesting. Weird.
I don't know.
Which 2 floors?
That was a while ago. It was over a year ago. I just think that maybe it was, I just think I probably wasn't accounting for excess or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite questions, is like trying to figure out where the problem came from, so then we can prevent it happening again. So like I ask like all the questions, like which part screwed up on it.
Sure.
The installation, the measuring, and whatever.
Dude, so I just downloaded the Hover app. I was told about the Hover app 2 years ago. I never downloaded it. You take pictures of the house at different angles. It has it for you, and then it sends you a report. It's like $55 to $75 for the report, and it tells you the siding, soffit, fascia, gutters, roof, everything.
Like what type it is, or how much?
Type, dimensions, what you need, how many corners you need, how much starter you need, J channel, drip edge. It tells you everything, right?
Damn.
$55. And so I get this, and I'm like, this is sick. And it gives you like 10% excess, 18% excess.
Oh, really?
And stuff. It gives you like that. So then you know, like, oh, if we're doing a lot of tall gables, we're going to have a lot more excess. So then you're going to choose the 18% excess route and stuff. And I was like, this is pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would just measure things, and I would just like...
Guess?
No, I would measure, but I would like measure instead of actual like rakes, like your actual lengths. I would measure peaks. So then the excess for valleys and stuff would just be accounted for.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's worked. It's always worked. So there's nothing wrong with what I used to do, because we weren't ever short. But this way I was just like, oh, this would probably be a little more accurate. In the realm of like, oh, nope, I'm just adding 10%. I'm adding 18% based on the roof. Yeah. Or based on the siding and stuff. So it was like, dude, that's a good way to spend $55 to $75.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like pretty reasonable compared to like most construction related programs.
And it's per job. So like, say we didn't have a roof or siding job for a month, it's not like we're getting charged extra.
That's nice.
It's just per report. So if we were to do a lot of siding and roofing and we had like a 10% closing rate, it would get expensive. Yeah. But the stuff we do, we have a higher rate or whatever. So.
Yeah. Yeah, damn, that's really cool, actually. That's impressive that it's only that much.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Fun.
I'm looking at one property, and I think it's like, it's over 10 years old. I think it's like a 09-ish build,
Okay.
right? And the shingles are discontinued. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I meant the siding. The siding's discontinued.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, we're gonna have to redo the whole thing or whatever. State Farm's like, oh no, you don't. We have a siding manufacturing thing, and we can put that piece of siding in and print that same siding. I was like,
that is a genius for an insurance company to do.
dude, thank you. For me, I'm like, fuck you, because now I only get to replace 2 sides of this house instead of 4. So I'm like, fuck you, right? That's mine. But on the second hand, I was like, why doesn't every insurance company use you?
That is a genius.
It's fucking genius.
Oh my.
Right?
Because
come on now.
It's like everything else, right? They always just retire things after every 3, 4, 5 years. So then if you need it replaced, you have to replace the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that is genius to just be like, we don't want to replace the whole thing, so we're just gonna buy a siding manufacturing company.
Yeah.
Genius.
I was like, that's so fucking smart.
Dude, dang.
Yeah. Kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I know.
That's so smart. That's cool.
I would be very interested.
Oh, so can they like even, because like we had to send in a chunk of the siding, right? So they can even match it to like the sun faded, can't they?
I think so. I think that's how they get it. But so here's my question. Let's say, so here's one in particular. So we're doing, we got to do 2 sides of it, and it's a $13,000 job. Okay, 2 sides, 13,000. So the customer's getting charged $7,500 or $6,500, right?
Okay.
Is it worth? And I don't know. Like, this is what I'm actually wondering. Does it save insurance to like set it up, to make them and to spray them? Do they save $6,500? They have to.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking, man, like, think of the amount. So think of the people they got to employ.
Mm-hmm.
Think of the materials they got to get. Think of the manufacturing company they have to run. Think of the amount of houses they need to get this in and ship those materials out to. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of steps they have to do. So technically they would get around 40%, 50% of that 6,500 as well on the other side for the material portion.
Yeah.
So I guess then you're talking like 3,250. So you're talking 9,750. So yeah, I guess to make the material, 9,750 you got. So yeah, that makes out of a $13,000 job, that makes sense. That could be worth it.
And think about it too, like how many times like you just need to replace a couple panels.
Well, so they always do sides.
Okay.
Insurance. So like if you got 8 hits or whatever, they don't just go replace the 8 spots of damage. They do replace the side.
I mean,
which in that realm, they don't have to.
Right. And valid. But also, hail doesn't come down in all 4 directions.
Right. That's why most of the time you only get 1 to 2 sides covered.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why it totally makes sense to do that.
Yeah. What's interesting is I'm looking at one, I guess it's, I don't know. We're looking at one project we got to send in the siding today on to get matched. The one side's fucked.
Yeah.
It's over. The other side only got hit like twice, but you're talking like holes
Big
like
chunks,
that
yeah.
out of it. And they didn't cover it.
Dang.
None of it. I'm like, whoa, dude. Because I don't know if there wasn't enough hits or something. But I'm like, because I went through the whole thing, and they had nothing about the rear of the house, and there's like 2 fucking hail hits that are like massive.
Dang.
And I was like, how is that not
Covered.
It don't make any sense. They didn't even give us like patching budget, nothing. I was like, whoa.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's weird. I just don't know. Maybe they missed it.
Yeah.
I don't know. No clue.
Weird.
But I was like, yeah, that should be looked at.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's a big portion.
Yeah.
Not being
Covered anymore.
Yeah. What else we got here? So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
We went and looked at a house.
Yep. I'm surprised it took you 20 minutes to talk about it.
I forgot about it until right now.
So Shaun has always really liked colonial style houses.
Dude, my fave.
So he loves like brick and the columns, just very colonial. So like when we go to the like East Coast, he's the happiest boy alive.
I fucking love it, dude.
Yep.
I love that shit over on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Love it.
And so, especially
Dude,
like
even Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I love, like, dude, fuck Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee.
I prefer that because it's like the sandstone versus the red brick.
I love Milwaukee, dude.
I can't do the red brick.
I love the buildings of Milwaukee. God, and I talked to Jim about it, and
Yep.
Jim explained why.
Yep.
And beautiful. Okay, go ahead.
So anytime there's a house on the market with the columns, Shaun's just fucking in love.
Creaming, dude.
Honestly. So one popped up. And it's a house we actually like. We thought it was a house that we've driven by so many times, and Shaun's like, "It's for sale. We got to go see it." It was not that house.
I was like, wait, it's not this house? This house happens to look the same?
Yep.
But in a different area?
5 minutes apart.
That other one was for sale. We should have looked at that one.
Yeah. I thought, because it was really outdated, wasn't it? And
I think so. I think that was the issue.
Yeah. But that one's also right on another busy road.
Honestly, after this, I'll take a busy road at 30 miles per hour than a freeway.
Oh my God, yeah.
I didn't realize, because before I was like, I will not do a busy road. You know, that was my thought before, is like, I'm not doing a busy road. But now I'm like, no, you know what? A busy road is actually okay because it's not as loud as a freeway.
Yeah. So we pull up to this house at the end of a cul-de-sac, and it is just a mansion at the end of the cul-de-sac. You see the big white columns, and it has the roundabout driveway. It is beautiful. You get out of the car, not beautiful, because all you can hear is the goddamn freeway that is right behind this house.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck decided that they should build right there? I do not know.
I have no idea.
Well, actually, we do know because it was built in the 90s when that freeway wasn't as busy.
You're right.
So yeah, we walked around outside first, and it's just these beautiful gardens. They have an outdoor fireplace, and it's just pavers everywhere. It's just beautiful back there. But all you hear is vroom, 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 vroom.
Non-stop.
Just non-stop.
Yep.
And the big eyesore was the 2-car garage attached to this giant house. So that was really sad.
That was pretty sad.
Yep. So yeah, it was beautiful to walk up to, and then, or to drive up to, I should say. And then we go inside, and it's just, ugh. The first impressions is beautiful. Beautiful.
Yep.
You walk in, it's the white and black checkered tile. You have a winding staircase. Just beautiful. Right off to your right is a little library. Very little. Could only house maybe 5 Lego sets. So I don't know how that's going to work.
Oh my God.
But it's beautiful dark wood with a navy blue accent. Fireplace. Beautiful. Then you got your powder room. Got this weird black sparkly ceiling, old school 90s tile, some wallpaper. Really cool. All fits. And then you keep going, you go to the kitchen. Just this nice big kitchen. Got a little like sitting area with another fireplace. But it has 8-foot ceilings. And it just crushed me because I was like, this kitchen is so beautiful. And then it has 8-foot ceilings. And they have like the faux wood beams. So it just also feels just so... I felt so claustrophobic in the kitchen, which was just like so sad. That's not like what you want at all. And the kitchen was well loved. Let's just say that.
Oh, it was definitely used.
Yep. We'd have to... All the drawers aren't soft close because obviously it was made in the 90s. But it was just beautiful dark wood that matched... All the millwork matched, which was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, you go to your formal dining room with a nice little wet bar and a beautiful view of the garden. Continue on. It's this massive living room with another fireplace. The only real wood fireplace. And it's just beautiful. You have all the accents just match, and it's just beautiful.
I don't think this one's been for sale yet.
No? Oh, that's not the one I was thinking
It's not the one. That's the one I want and I like a lot. It has not sold since '02, and I'm not surprised because it is
beautiful. Do you have pictures of the inside?
They do, and talk about underwhelming.
Damn.
Wow, this pains me.
So that's the whole first floor. So we go upstairs. It's only a 3-bedroom, which was another thing that I guess a lot of people have said that sucks. Another like a pretty small actually Jack and Jill bedrooms.
They were. Yes. Yep.
For like kids' rooms, it'd be fine. But they had these big queen beds in them, and like that was all. You really got the queen bed, a nightstand, and a dresser, and that was about it.
For kids, it would be just fine.
Yeah, for kids, it'd be fine.
Dude, yeah, keep going. I'm sorry.
And then you walk into the master. It is the whole depth of the house, the master. So you have...
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. So you have a giant room with another fireplace and a beverage fridge. Then you go into the ensuite, got a massive walk-in closet, a massive bathroom with the tub looking over the garden, and then a steam shower. And it was just big and beautiful, honestly.
Fucking stupid.
Yep. You could put 2-3 chairs in that bathroom and have plenty of space to walk around.
But you could set up a dining room table in there, I think.
Yeah, it was massive. So we were like just blown away by all that.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. In my mind, when we walked through the main level, and then we went upstairs, and we saw everything matching finishes. Mm. All your crowns, bases, casings, millwork, cabinetry. Everything matched. Everything matched. Your fucking tops, dude, were all this beautiful, nice granites, dude. Yeah. My fucking brain, I'm just in there thinking, justifying like, I can deal with the highway. Mm-hmm. I can deal with the highway. Mm-hmm. I can deal with the highway. And then I think you said it. Then you go into the basement. Sam's just like, well, we got to look at the basement. I was like, oh my God. I was so enamored by this whole house. I forgot about the basement. Mm-hmm. And so I'm pumped, dude. I'm like, LFG. If your house looks this amazing, your basement is going to be good. Yeah. It's going to be good, dude. You know what it reminded me of? Because we were trying to think of like other houses that like were in that price point of like what we could get. Remember the house on Prill Road that we toured for Parade of Homes? It was the remodel home. And had the giant like greenhouse in the middle of the house. Yes. And the basement was mind-blowing. That's right. But you had a theater. You had the
You had like a lower garage for your tools and stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I imagined it was going to be like.
I thought about a lot. Yes. Now that you say that, I also thought about like a lot of the parade homes we go to in the cities that get basement renos done.
Yeah.
Where like you go down, I was thinking similar millwork.
Yep.
You know, I was thinking nice carpets, nice flooring, bedroom, egress. I was thinking wet bar. That's what I was envisioning. Boy, were we wrong.
The staircase matched everything
The staircase was beautiful. I'm walking down the staircase because Ellen's like, I wonder if it's not finished. When we're walking down the staircase, I was like, yeah, right. This is going to be so
You
sick.
get to the, like, you turn the corner around the steps, and you just see this shitty ass texture.
Just fucking.
And it stands like a sore thumb because you have the nice flat texture of the whole house, and then it's this fucking spongy, spiky shit. Oh my god.
Dude.
And just shit brown too. Just an awful color.
Shitty color, dude. No natural light down there. They didn't have windows or egresses or nothing. Dude, I was like,
what?
We were slapped in the face. We were like, you fucking ruined this
the whole house.
You ruined. You had me justifying spending $8,000 a year in taxes. And I was justifying it. I was like, yeah, whatever. Fuck it. The mortgage is going to be terrible. $8,000 in taxes is absurd. And I'm justifying it. Mm-hmm. And I walk in that basement and I'm like, you'd be fucking kidding me, dude.
Dude, it was so bad.
You'd be
so
fucking
bad.
kidding me, dude.
I would have rather it been unfinished.
Me too.
Like,
it'd have been way better if it was unfinished.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Yeah, dude, that was not good for the house.
No. So shitty ass texture. You could see all the terrible seam work all throughout,
so
which is
fucking
why
bad,
they
dude.
did the shitty ass texture.
They didn't want it, yeah.
Just the cheap white trim everywhere. The cabinet, they had a wet bar down there, which was very mediocre. They had a cabinet that hid the electrical panel behind it. When you opened the door, it hit the light that they put on the wall. Mm-hmm. I was like, are you fucking shitting me, dude?
Dude, it's so crazy to me.
And there was a fire. You had another fireplace down there.
Your fifth fireplace. So I know that we've talked about this before. You have to match your home.
Yeah.
Sam and I toured a house. It was in Chippewa Falls.
It was the perfect house.
We would have bought this house. I'm not joking. We wanted to buy this house.
It was perfect.
Perfect. 4-style garage. It was 1.5 acres, fenced in.
Yeah, it was a cheap fence. We probably would have had it done.
Which is fine.
Still.
Which is fine. And we were touring it, and it was $350,000-ish.
Yeah.
And we're fine. We're gonna spend it. We go downstairs. They DIY'd the whole finishing of the basement, and they hosed on a heavy shitty texture so they didn't actually have to tape the seams well. Mm-hmm. And it looked terrible.
They didn't trim out the doors?
No, they didn't trim shit out. They just like finished stuff very poorly. It was so bad, dude. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'd have to come in and reskim this whole basement and retexture, and then I'd have to trim out the doors and shit because they did such a bad job.
Yeah, I remember too, like, so they put in a bedroom down there, and there must have been a closet already in there because they just cut a hole into the side of the closet for the bedroom.
Yeah.
And they put like a barn door on it too, didn't they?
It was so DIY.
Bad.
And I was just like, I can't buy this. Like, you...
If I'm going to spend that much money,
yeah,
it better be done, and it better be done well.
That's right. So it was just sad to me. We would have bought that house. Mm-hmm. The house was...
dope.
It was the same. It was the same thing with half the price of a home.
Yeah.
In the realm of like, we walked it as we walked the upstairs, the main level, everything. I'm like, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I am in. I'm ready to sign an offer. Get to the basement, and I'm like,
Nope.
bye. So yeah, I mean, that's something we're talking about too. Is like, hey, if you're gonna spend the kind of money that this house is, like, and then you got to redo a basement, so you got to redo that area as well as add a lot more finishing to the basement. So it's like you're gonna have 100 into the basement to redo it and finish.
Yep.
And then you need to do 50 to add another 2-stall garage, because you can't just have 2 stalls in that neighborhood.
Yeah, no.
So you're going to drop another 150 on this joint to make it match the rest of the house and the neighborhood. So it's like, otherwise you're going to run into the same issue. It's going to sit on the market the whole time, and it's not going to sell.
Yeah.
You know, not to mention you have the worst location.
Yeah.
So like you're battling with the worst location in a great neighborhood.
Yep.
And so if you were any of the houses in from that, you're automatically better.
Yep.
That one's the worst. And then you're lacking in 2 of those massive important categories.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you this. I don't know any other homes to that level of finishes at that price point.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't exist. Like, the only shit I've seen with that level of like finishing work in detail is shit you see at like the parade of homes in the cities. And even then it doesn't match through the whole house, because if you tried matching through the whole house, you're going to drop $300 to $400 on just your finish work.
Yeah. Yeah, the millwork especially.
Yeah, it's so fucking crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy how great it is, the finishes on the main level and the upstairs.
Yeah, it was wild.
So, because since then I've looked up like 10 houses in that price point, and none of them.
Compare.
None of them. But you want to know what? They all have good locations.
Mm-hmm.
They all got 3-stall garages. They all got 4 beds. Like, the other things that we talked about, all the other homes have, they just don't have the finishes.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it was just such poor design of that house. Like, I don't know. They obviously had the money, because.
They had the money.
Yeah, they just, I'm guessing, because it looks like the husband is a doctor, because we saw a stethoscope.
Yep.
So I'm sure he's just like, oh, yeah, I can do this on my own, and then failed miserably. Because, yeah, you can tell he wanted, like, his man cave. Because he wanted a place to put his collectibles that didn't match the rest of the house. And
right.
Yeah, it just.
I will say, though, I like the house so much, and I would spend all of my free time there. And that might be the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I seriously was like, okay, 1, you'd be house broke because you're going to spend all your money on this house.
Yep.
Number 2, I would just hang out there all the fucking time because it was so beautiful. It was so nice. I would just invite people over. I'd be like, why would we go anywhere when we could just hang out? Name me one spot that's going to be better to hang out than here.
Better house than that.
Right. Which is low on the list.
Yeah.
We've got a couple friends that would top that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was like one of the other things because when we walked in there, we were just like, oh yeah, there's got to be a bedroom in the basement with like a bathroom, so we can invite people over and they have their own space downstairs.
And they can just stay and have their own.
No, nothing.
No. If that would have been the case, if that basement was sick and all we had to do was add that 2-stall garage, we'd be having different combos.
Yep.
We'd be justifying some shit. We'd be running numbers. We'd be checking our budget.
Oh, yeah, that was the other weird thing. Like, so you can tell that the guy put up his own walls because, like, where the plumbing for another bathroom was was in such a weird spot. But I think it's because he put up the walls.
You're correct.
And he put them up in the wrong spot.
We've seen that multiple times because I went and looked at a couple places with Mike. And Mike and I are racking our brains. Like, how the fuck does this make sense? And then one of the houses was a new build. And we got the plans. And we're looking at it and we're like, they put up this wall. The owners put up this wall afterwards. That's why this is so fucked up. Because it needs to be 2 feet in. You know, and so then we knew that seeing that one. So then the other job that we bid to do, we knew what we had to do to make it work.
Yeah.
And so
But you just had to have a 2 foot dead space, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a 2 foot dead space. But we're like,
you put up the wall,
so that's the wall. And they were cool with it. They were really cool with it, and it's not a big deal. But I knew exactly when I saw that. I was like, I can't math together what the fuck's going on. But if we sat down and looked at like what this positioning is with the wall, we'd figure it out. We'd make it make sense. It'd be like the other 2 projects we had, where it was like, what the fuck you doing? But it's because of the false shit they put up is why your brain can't justify it. Yeah.
Because I'm sure what was supposed to be was supposed to be a bedroom, and you would put an egress out front.
I think so.
And then that bathroom would be right there. And then I think what was supposed to happen was you were supposed to have access to the utilities from the backside where that workout area was.
Yeah, I bet you. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Shit. That is exactly what you were supposed to do. Anyways, we could have made it happen, but it would have been a lot of money.
But yeah, so it was like one of those things that John and I were talking. I told him later, I was like, I don't think I would be as disappointed with that house if we would have went to the basement first.
Right.
Because it was just like so much wow from the first 2 floors.
Yeah.
So much wow. And then it was just like, this is a extreme letdown. And that's just how we ended it. We ended it in the basement, and you're just like, well, no, I'm done.
Had you started in the basement, by the time you get to the rest of the house, you'd have forgot about the basement.
100%.
You'd be like, look at this built-in fucking espresso machine. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, you would have forgot about the basement.
Yep.
But we ended on the basement. We're like, oh, what?
Thank God we ended on the basement.
Yeah, honestly, probably. For our bank account, definitely thank God.
Yep. Lily was smiling, having a heyday
the whole time, dude. She's like, fucking library, let's go. Big old master to play around in. Like, come on.
And then she saw that basement and said, ew.
Yeah, we need to go.
Yeah.
We need to go. So, man.
Yeah. So it goes to show, don't DIY your shit if you want it to sell well.
If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it, dude. It's just, and if you want to DIY your stuff, do it in a house under $250,000.
Yeah, for sure.
Like for our market, if you're gonna DIY shit, do it on shit that's under $250,000.
Yep.
Don't fucking things over $500,000. Don't DIY.
Things over 300 don't DIY.
Things over 300 don't DIY. Yep, you're right.
Oh my God.
Dude, there's so many houses right now. This is what's like crazy to me. People are like, oh, I can sell my house for 400. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's not updated. There's DIY shit. And look at the other houses on the market for 400, all sitting stagnant.
There's a bunch of new builds that are sitting.
Dude, what I noticed is like the shit for like $450 suck.
Yeah.
They're no better. The only thing difference is like maybe a little, like some more square feet and maybe a little land. Or, you know, maybe instead of like a 0.3 or 0.4 acre lot, it's like a 0.6 or 0.8 acre lot. Maybe a 1 acre lot. But you're seriously going from like, your 300 to your 450 is not much of a difference of a house.
No, not at all.
You bump to 550 and you're in a different world.
Yeah.
It is astounding how like 350 to 450 barely difference. 450 to 550, what the fuck? Massive difference. Massive. And if you want land, go ahead and just be 550 plus with a $200,000 house.
Yeah, you either get what we say. You either get a shitty house with quite a bit of land, or you get a nice house with no land.
Yep. And there's a couple places with a nice house and land, million. Sweet.
There's some nice houses with land, but it's like a really shitty lot.
Because there's shitty lot.
There's one house
30-minute drive.
Yeah, there's one house that we like, and it's on 12 acres, but it is long and skinny.
It's a galley 12 acres.
Yeah. So you're like, well, that's pointless.
It's so stupid. Anyways, so that's cool. That's all that. Looking at getting a house, maybe, I don't know. We looked at a house and could not make it make sense. So we told the seller we could do subject to if they wanted. So we'll see if that comes to fruition or not.
Yeah, our first one. That'd be cool.
It'd be cool.
We don't know a whole lot of people that have done them either.
I know one guy.
Yeah.
And I will call said one guy.
Yep.
And I will say,
how do I do this?
What do I need to do, sir? Yeah, so that would be kind of cool to do a sub 2 and get that and just put it in our rental portfolio would be my goal.
Yeah. If you don't know what that is, it basically is, so they used to make mortgages assumable. So you could like take over someone's mortgage, which was really favorable when there is low interest rates. Well, since I'm guessing the '08 crash, they don't really allow that to happen. Or has it been just more recently since interest rates were so low?
No. They quit doing assumable mortgages in early 2000s, I think.
Okay. So you can't really do that anymore. But then I'm sure someone who probably did do assumable mortgages or did do that a lot. I'm sure they came up with this. So you can pretty much, you take over the title and the deed of the house, and then you sign a contract with the seller that you're subject to the mortgage. Is that what it actually is?
Subject to the mortgage.
So you basically just start taking over the payments of the mortgage. The bank doesn't know that the house sold.
And so title transfers deed to your name, and then you just start paying the bank. And the original owner, that bank note remains in their name. You're just now paying the bill for them.
So someone who has like bad credit, it's probably really good for them because then that's going to boost their credit because they're actually paying their mortgage.
It's going to 100%. That is a seriously good point.
Yeah. So that's like something
Holy shit, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's beneficial for them. But if they try to go buy another house, the bank's going to be like, you already own this other one.
And then they could be like, yes, it's a rental.
Yep.
No, that wouldn't work either. I'm not sure what they would do in that situation.
Then they would have to ask you to actually buy it.
Go to a different bank.
Yeah.
I don't like that they don't make assumable mortgages. I read a book that I just donated the book because it actually had about zero relatabilities to today. It was the book on, I don't remember. It was some sort of your guide to flipping real estate, and it was written from 1970s to like 90. And it was everything the guy did was assume mortgages and painted the siding because everything was wood siding.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 things that are like not common anymore
Yep.
was how this guy made his living. And I'm just like, okay, I can't assume mortgages. And painting siding, patching T11 siding and painting, I'm like, we've got like 1% of houses like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's
Out.
And then everything else was just all the other stuff about flipping that I already knew. So I was just like, the 2 really big tactics this dude had,
Can't do anymore.
I can't use them. So I was like, okay, dumb. But I mean, in 1990, if you bought that book
It would have been helpful.
for like a few year stint, you would have been crushing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So that is subject to. So we'll see if we get to do one of those, which would be cool.
That'd be cool. I didn't even think about the fact of how much that could help the seller.
I'm guessing most people that probably do it flip the houses. So like it doesn't matter how like
I think most people when they do sub to sell the deed. So then it would be like, oh, Sam, I know you want to live in this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I know you want this. I'm going to sell this to you for 50 grand and you can take over this note and you will still be paying less than if I sold you this house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I think that's how a lot of them happen.
Damn.
Yep.
So yeah, it'll be cool. It's an interesting concept. Not a lot of realtors have done it or know about it.
No.
Not a lot of people I think know about it or have
No.
done them.
No. I remember I asked the some lady was on a panel and she was with RCU and had been with RCU for 20 years. And I asked her about assumable mortgages. And she's like, I don't know what that means. I was like, you don't know what assumable mortgage is? She's like, I've never dealt with that in 20 years. I was like, what?
That's wild.
I'm like, what? I don't know. I was like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got anything else?
I have heard about a couple banks that people were in foreclosure, like going into pre-foreclosure or whatever. And I've heard of a couple sellers that go to the bank, that they're local banks, and
They're able to assume.
they'll transfer it.
I could see that.
Because they're like, well, if these default, then we're going to get that property back, and then we got to try to sell the property. And so some of the, like, I've heard about this from a couple, I've heard about this happening at a couple local banks in our area, and they go, all right, fine, we'll transfer. You can have their 3% interest rate, whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, I got to
Get more
that.
connections.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for the bank. Like, sure, they're not making a whole lot of money on it, but think about all the time and money they don't have to spend then to try and sell it.
Right, and that's what a lot of banks talk about too, and why assumable mortgages should become a thing again.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, oh, hey, I bought too much of a house. I had a career change. I'm downsizing. I need to get out of this thing. Let me give this thing away to someone who's qualified.
Mm-hmm.
So sure, you can't just go to the bank with no proof of being able to pay the bills and get you'd still have to go through the same qualifying things to buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
They're just transferring that loan.
Yeah, because there's so many properties that, like, we've had to sell instead of hold because interest rates went up.
Right.
If we were able to keep the lower interest rates, then we'd be able to keep them.
100%.
And there's so many that...
Half of our portfolio easy.
Yeah.
Or half of what could have been our portfolio easy.
Yeah. And then there's a whole bunch of other ones that, like, people bought and when the interest rates were good, but we can't buy them from them because we're like, with the high interest rate, it's too much money.
I do think moving forward, most stuff is going to have to be subject to, or there will be a lot of foreclosures.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
They'll have to be.
I think that's how it would have to be done.
And then banks hopefully will learn, like, oh, maybe we should make these assumable again.
That'd be beautiful.
Because, yeah, I mean, in the early 2020s, people were paying a high price, but there was a low interest rate. So with the shift of everything, like if you have to sell that house, you don't have a whole lot of pay down on it.
No. The other thing is this, though, and this is what's scary about subject to. Technically, if the bank finds out, there's a
Could they call the loan?
they can. So banks can call the loan, and if they called the loan and you had, say, 10 subject to properties at 3% interest rate, and you're paying the note, no issues, and they called those 10 and you had to bump those up to 8%, well, a lot of them probably wouldn't even appraise out.
Yeah.
And so now you wouldn't be able to make the payment. You wouldn't be able to sell the houses, because that's the whole reason you took over their subject to, is because you can't sell the houses.
Yeah.
And so now you could be on the hook for fucking all of this money on 10 properties, and you would just bankrupt like that.
I think that's why, like, one, why people don't do it, but two, the people that do it are able to pay it if they have to. It's like, It's like what we were told about wholesaling. Like, if you're not able to wholesale the property, then you better be ready. Like, you better be able to buy it if no one else will.
Right. Yep.
So I think it's like the same concept. Like, if you do a subject to, like, you better be able to buy it if you have to.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because we could easily buy that. We might lose a couple grand, but
right,
we could buy it if we needed to.
Right. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ishy. Okay, cool. I think that's all I got.
Cool. I'm good for today.
Okay. Bye-bye.
See ya.